Hey guys, welcome back to Which Way to the Broom with your host, me, Jiminy's. I know it's been a while since I did an episode update, mainly because life likes to get in the way of everything I enjoy doing, but luckily I was able to squeeze in some time for this video while taking a road trip with the husband. So the topic of this video today is a fan basically, sent in some questions, and there's some really interesting questions, so I decided to do a whole video covering the questions. So I guess let's get into it. First question is, have you ever manifested a demon and seen their human-like self? So, from my experience, there have been times where I've manifested one and only seen like eyes in the reflection of like a scrying mirror, or while astral traveling, I've seen, them. So it really depends on the type of experience you're looking for, but in most cases, I've been able to see at least some shape, form of them, and not all demons come in like a human form. Not all spirits do. I know that I had a really close companion at one point, and I had astral traveled, and I seen him. But he looked more like, I forgot what they're called, but they have like the legs of a goat and then the upper torso of a human. That's how he looked. And then he had like bright glowing green eyes. And other times I've seen other spirits look more human-like. But it really depends on the type of spirit you're looking at. And how they, manifest to you. For the next question, it says, how do you know when you're receiving channeled information? So, this is actually a very interesting question, I think, because mostly people see or channel information differently. But normally when I'm getting information from a spirit, it's like they could reach their hand out and touch me like this, and I'll start feeling exactly what they're feeling. So it's like almost like an empathic ability where they're sending their thoughts and feelings into my body, where I feel the exact same thing that they're feeling, although it's not what I feel. Another way could be like using other tools like an Ouija board or like a pendulum, but my preferred method is the spirit or a Ouija board. It really just depends on the way that you're most acceptable to receiving information. Mine just happens to be through the exchange of emotion. For the next question, let me pull this back up. She asked, when doing a ritual, do you feel the energy of the demon that you're trying to summon? Yes. Yes. When you are summoning whatever you're trying, if you're evoking, you should always feel the presence of it being around you, or you should, or if you constantly work with the same being, you should try to like reach for that specific energy and then draw that forth. But whenever you are successful in your evocation or your invocation, you should always feel the presence of that deity or the being that you're working with, either with you or not with you. If it's not, like if you're like doing like a circle, if you cast a circle, then you should probably channel that energy into the circle. If you don't, then you're most likely not going to feel the energy around you because you're being protected by a circle, if that kind of makes sense. Really, it's your preference and how you decide to summon things, but you should feel the energy of the being. And I know I do. Okay, let's see. The next question is, some demons are night demons and some are daytime demons. Is it best to perform rituals with these demons according to their day or night status? I would say yes. I know that Prince Visago, who is a Goetia spirit that I work with, he is a day demon. He does not work very well at night, and it's best to work with him during the day. And it's also best to face in the direction that they are coordinated with. So Visago, I believe he's northwest. Yeah, I think, if I'm wrong, someone prove me wrong, but I believe he's northwest, so it's best to face this direction while working with him. and then of course to do it during the day. Some demons can do both. It really depends, and sometimes even their personality will shift from night to day, depending on the spirit. But if a specific being prefers a day or night, it's best to respect those wishes and coordinate the day and the night. And then the last question, I believe, is it necessary to cleanse my ritual area before performing my ritual? So this really depends on your preference. For example, let's say like you're starting a working where you're working on something that you've been consistently working on. I would say no, don't clean, don't wash away whatever you've already pre-built. But if you're starting something new, whole new working, whole new thing, I would say go ahead and clean it. Start at a naked base, and then we begin working up. But me, I don't like to clean my area because I think it can be disrespectful to clean something, because normally when you clean something, it's dirty, and I don't see my working as dirty. The energy that I build up around my altar space, around my altar area, is something that I want there, is something I prefer, because it's easier for the spirits that I work with to connect better than something clean. Because normally people will clean or smudge with sage or whatever, but sage has a very like banishing effect, you know, where it just completely removes everything, and I don't like that. I really don't. It's kind of like where you take the time to like eat something, and then immediately you go and ground yourself, or you try to go and gain extra energy for yourself to do a spell, and then you don't even do your spell, you go and ground yourself to cleanse yourself, but then you are just basically erasing everything that you've just worked for. But like I said, this is your preference if you want to clean your space or not. I think it's really up to the practitioner and what you're doing. But you know, that's all I have to say for that. And I believe that's all my questions. Let me double check. Okay, yep, that looks like that's it. Alright, I hope this information for you guys is pretty helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed my very short little video. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time.